Hey guys, Billy here again. Just wanted to show you another quick thing about the digital console. So now we have our mix up like we talked about already. And for our example today, we're on the band 1 mix. So basically you've got the first 1 through 11 channels are all the instruments.
Okay.
Then channels 12 through 16 are all the vocal channels.
Okay.
If you go, and that's the first 16 channels of the whole board. Okay. If you hit this little channel 17 through 32 button, it's going to go to the second bank. So digital consoles, what makes them awesome is they have things in these banks instead of a bunch of buttons all at the same time.
Like the analog from long ago,
yes. So the second bank has Pastor Dave, or we call it Pastor Mike, headset 2, MC mic for Tanya or whoever's doing an announcements, or like this last weekend we had the Vision announcement, Eric used the MC mic. Has some ambient mics, which you don't need to have turned up in the mix because they're just for the broadcast. And it has the conga channel for Kelly.
Okay.
And also at the very, very end is your PC channel for any videos coming from the computer, pre-service music, basically anything video that we want to also hear in the live sanctuary. So mute groups. Okay, so I'm going to go back up here to the first bank, channels 1 through 16.
Okay.
So the mute groups, number 1 is always all the band. Okay, that's all the instruments. So you see that is lighting up. When you mash it and it's clear, that means everything's unmuted. When you mash it and it's red, that means everything's muted. Red means muted, no red, unmuted.
Right.
Okay? Mute group 2 is all the vocalists. So you'll see here it's going to unmute those. Okay? And then if you're on the second bank, number 3 is Pastor Dave.
Got it.
Okay, so we have him on a standalone,
Whoever's
or
speaking.
whoever's speaking. Yep, exactly. Number 4, you'll see it change over here, is the PC audio.
Got it.
Also, it's important to have that on a standalone mute group as well. Okay, and then on the last little button here is what's called the bus master. Okay, and so 5 does the hallway outside webcast, all like the outside porch speakers and the webcast. So you want 5 undone, and 6 does all the effects, chorus, reverb, delay, any of that stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to mash these.
Which one is 4 again?
4 is if you're on channels, it's channel 32. 4 does the PC audio.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay.
Now, so all of these are assigned. So let's say we, like this last weekend, we had myself singing, Jen singing, and Alex singing. So I didn't need all these vocal channels to be assigned to the number 2 mute group.
Right.
So the way that I assign them is if you look up here, there's a mute group button. You're going to want to hit that. Okay? So now it's lit up, that little mute group button right here.
Yep.
Okay? Now, once the mute group button is lit, now I can hold down 2, and you'll see these above each of these channels, a little green light comes on.
So you hold them down.
So you hold it down, and that tells you all the channels that are assigned to number 2.
Got it.
So if I want to, let's say I need another vocalist, I'm going to select it.
Okay.
And now it's in mute group 2. Let's say I need another vocalist. I'm going to select it again. So now all 3 of these are lit up green. Now I'm undoing that, and I'm going to turn off the mute group. It's important to turn off the mute group because if you don't, it will not allow you to mute and unmute things. If the mute group, and it'll also cancel out your mute groups if this is selected, because what it thinks is it thinks you're editing the board, and so it's not gonna perform the tasks that you need.
Right. So we don't want that on during singing.
Yeah, exactly. Now let's say I want to take those vocalists back out, or anything. We'll do it with the band here in a second. Again, you got to select mute group, hold down 2 because that's our vocal mute group, and I just unselect
The different people.
let's say it happens to be just the main singer. So all those are unselected now. I'll turn off the mute group, editing mode, and now you'll see that this channel is the only one being muted and unmuted. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. We're gonna put them back in. Okay. So mute group. Now we're editing it,
down.
holding it down, and we're gonna select all of these guys.
Got it.
Now we're gonna let go of it and get out of the editing mode. Okay.
Awesome.
There you
Thank
go.
you.